I've got a story. I don't know if you have time for it. Do you? Oh, good, because this is, well, okay, so this is about when I met, personally, Rob Scott and Bob Doyle at the same time, just moments before they were going live with the Lounge Show. I was, well, you can imagine, I was speechless. And can I just tell you, they were delightful. Rob especially. Bob is, he's a little different, but, you know, I think it's a good balance for Rob's obvious talent, you know. I don't want that to come out wrong, of course. Bob is, well, I guess we'll just leave it at that.
It's The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle, two veteran broadcasters who love to hear themselves talk and are somehow able to tolerate each other. Let's see if you can tolerate them as well. Here's Rob and Bob.
It's nice that we get 2 rounds of applause. The one right when Latbat comes on, and then afterward, you know, just so it's not just silence going into us after that introduction. Who's talking right now? Well, as you can see on the sign, it says Bob Doyle, Las Vegas, and that over there, whoops, there.
Am I doing it? Yeah, there we go. Over there is Bob Doyle.
We established that.
Saturday.
Yeah. So that means.
I'm sorry. I'm Rob Scott.
There you go.
It's right there. I thought you were pointing. Oh, I see. Okay.
I said who I was, and then you know.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
All right. If anyone is not clear, it is 9 o'clock on a Saturday Eastern time. I, of course, am in the Pacific time zone. Look at a map. That's how Las Vegas and Atlanta work. And every week we get together and we just catch up with our lives. Rob and I have known each other a number of years, like since 1991, and that is a number. Whatever that number is, it qualifies as a number. And now that we do not live in the same state and have not for quite some time, this is the way that we catch up. And as Latbat said at the beginning, and that is the lovely and talented booth announcer Tracy is what Latbat is. We're veteran broadcasters. We've been out there on the field. And now we're back, and now we got all of our stories, right? And so we come in here, and we barely ever talk about broadcasting, but sometimes we do. It's so inside baseball, as you like to say.
It is inside base. Plus, who gives a crap?
No,
I mean, really.
I mean, who's there? If you're there, why don't you just prove it by saying hello in the comments? And that means, well, that was pretty good timing. And there it goes, of course. Yeah. Did I get a haircut? Yes, I get a haircut basically every week and a half. Because I have a live-in hair cutter. That's right. He
brings out the Flowbee. He plugs it into his vacuum cleaner.
And if I ever get confused on how to use it, I just go to YouTube and look up 80s commercials, and I just wait. And then I watch the Flowbee thing, and it's like, oh yeah, you turn on the vacuum and you smile, and how could anything go wrong?
He cuts his hair, and then off to the lake he goes with his pocket fisherman. And because you might as well do all those 80s.
But the Flowbee isn't Popeil, is it? I don't think it is.
I thought Popeil pretty much had a corner on the market.
The Flowbee is that's just too stupid to be Popeil. I mean, his stuff is very. His stuff is. You want to buy all of the Ron Popeil stuff.
Popeil was not highbrow. It's
but
not.
He wanted to buy his stuff. You wanted the infomercials were, so that's what I'm saying. And you know, I never wanted to buy a Flowbee. Try as I may.
Either did I. But that onion chopper was pretty cool looking. I wanted the onion chopper to not have to, but it never worked. It just mushed up all the onions, and
all
they were
those
hard to get
things,
out of there.
those chick.
Yeah,
rip off. Don't ever do it.
Clark Howard says no, boys and girls.
It doesn't work that way. Oi.
Yeah, so that's basically it. The lounges, Bob and I get caught up, and we don't, believe it or not, we do not chat all that much during the week.
It really has to kind of be an emergency, like a family thing, or by the way, I'm not going to do the show, which is a threat he does every week. He goes, that's it. That was the last one. I'm not doing this anymore.
I look forward to the show. I drink tea. We get caught up. I tell the most boring things about my week. You tell sometimes. Some of your stuff is actually interesting. It's fun. Mine is really boring.
You met Bill Murray. Shut the F up. I'll never top that. I'll never top that in all of loungedom. So don't come to me with you sometimes tell interesting stories. I'm just boring because Bill Murray said my name.
He did say my name.
Right, .org.
He gave me .org. It was a .org. Come on, that's pretty good.
All right.
You're right.
So, all right.
That's pretty cool.
Enough of that naysaying nonsense.
There is nothing boring about you guys.
Oh,
well,
that's
C isn't
so
that
wrong. That's so wrong.
Yeah,
Jason.
it's wrong, but it's hold on. We'll just do it again. That's perfect that he said that. Thank you. It wasn't wrong. It was nice. We're now. I don't know though that we're all that captivating or entertaining, but this is just what we do on Saturday at 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So what do you got?
Well, this is the 1-800. This is the 1-800 egg yolk button. However,
that's egg button.
It said you can still see that it kind of says egg up there,
Yeah,
but I don't know if it
bit.
still says egg yolk. So I'm interested to see. Ladies and gentlemen, today's show is brought to you by 1-800 egg yolk for all your egg yolking needs, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. All right, 1-800 egg yolk. All right. Wow, a step through time. There you go, and that's the step through time sound effect, which means that if you're the first to buzz in with the word buzz in, that's you in the hopper, buddy. And I know who I'm talking to. But if anyone can type faster than Jason,
yeah, then you're in, because that was the...
and by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Dumpling is Jason. In. So all right, he did it again, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the hopper. Because the other 1,200 or what? Well, I can't tell. It's just 1.2K. Just were too slow on the draw. They didn't make it in. So Jason's got another.
When we draw a name out of the hopper, tell them what they can win, Bob.
Well, they could win the Lounge Around the House Lounge home game, basically the home version of this. And we talked about it a little bit last week, and some of the design ideas that are going out and out. Now, of course, we had the first. We did a full thing. And then we put it in the focus groups, and let's just say the feedback was that we should modify a few things. And so,
right, we've had a couple iterations of the Lounge Around the House game, but it's not quite there yet. But
we thought it was, but apparently it was like a big. These are not the droids you're looking for the focus groups, and we just kind of had to go back to the drawing board.
Yeah,
but I've said, and I still maintain that one day that first prototype, because it
was close.
Yeah. And one day that sucker's going to be worth money.
Well, sure.
Because it's a one-off that nobody else has except for us, and right now it's valueless.
Okay. But anyway, that's what you can win when we draw your name out of the hopper is the Lounge Around the Home game, and or some are calling it Lounge Around the House game on social. I'm seeing that. And
the hashtag Lounge Around the House.
House question mark home question mark. That's the hashtag. Yeah. And it's encased in a beautiful burnt orange corduroy. Corduroy.
And I can just
and
with the old style flip up, like
you pull the little things.
Yes,
those little taps come up.
Well, okay, so is that what we decided on? Because it was either that or the one that didn't, and it was just the flip up. I cannot remember. No, wait, we said we're going to do one of each. Remember?
Right, and then we're going to again.
So we're going to have one slide and one just lift up and
like that. Yeah, boy, I know that's weird, but that's what they did. That's like the old case where you pull those little locking mechanisms to the side and it would flip up.
Yeah.
So we're thinking of that. Anyway, that we are in full agreement. Social be damned. Focus groups. It is burnt orange and it is corduroy.
Oh, and that's a non-negotiable.
That's a deal breaker.
Non-negotiable, and I think most people get that's important. The things that you are doing with your hands, it does not look like what you're doing. Tuning a radio.
Tuning a radio. Was that me? That's probably me. I use my hands. Right?
Were you tuning a radio?
I don't like Oak when he used to do.
No, just now. Were you talking about tuning a radio? Oh my God! Now I'm really curious. One of these days, I got to set this replay up because they have that feature where you can go back and play the last 12 seconds or what. Oh, both of us.
Oh,
so I don't know.
Both of us.
Both the. I find I do this. I touch my face so much. It's crazy. I find myself doing this all the time. I don't know what that means. I think it's
you nervous energy.
Makes me look contemplative. I do it a lot during coaching calls. When people are telling me their stuff, I tend to go like this.
So then it's BS. It's just BS.
No, it's my listen mode. It's my listen mode. You don't know. All right. Sorry.
I don't know a lot. I don't know tons. I'm vapid.
Here's where you are.
Oh gosh, that's where I am. I didn't get it back. I want to see the fire escape exit in case of fire. What's the exit? There it is. Okay, you are here, and then here's the route you take in case. Do not use the elevator. Use the stairs.
All right.
I cleaned the deck yesterday. I know that's a boring as hell thing, but it's a biggie because of pollen season. You know this. You've lived Atlanta.
I think
And
we
the
probably
first
talked.
year I lived here, I went out once a week, and that game plan failed miserably. I never adopted that plan again. This once a week thing. You just wait till it rains yellow for like 3-4 weeks, and then you go do an all in one. And then here's the other thing I did just the last couple of days. I'm tuning a radio. I bought a new comforter for my bed. It's a down comforter, right?
Good for you.
But here's the point. Yeah, well, but here's the point. I can't recall ever buying a comforter in my life until this one, 61 years of age. I got to thinking about it, that they were either my mom, when I was married. I never contributed to a comforter buying thing, ever. I know that's weird and it's boring, but man, it got me to thinking, holy cow, you would think of all the beds I've owned and all the places I've slept and all the gin joints and all. No, I would have bought a comforter. And no, I believe this to be my first one. I know that's boring as hell.
So friends,
but it just crossed my mind.
What you're looking at is your future. You hit 60 and this happens.
Yeah.
So, but hey, I realized just uselessly a few moments ago that I'm officially in my upper 50s as of April 8th, because that would put me at 57 and a half, right? Which is right between mid and so that's right. Now I'm in my upper 50s, and so now I'm dealing with a couple of miles over, and that's as fast as I drive, as my annoyed family and friends will tell you. But I'm dealing with it. It's not really age related. I don't know what it is, but I'll call it this muscle stuff. Just a tight neck and shoulders and stuff. It's kind of a problem, actually. I'm a little understating it a bit. But yesterday, we got one of the massage guns that we had thought our massage guns were out of commission, and I said, "Wait a minute, if we do this and this," and so Tracy really went to town with this attachment. It looked basically like a thumb, all in where it all, and it's a mess. It's just a huge hive of knots. It's crazy, and it was really painful, but it did seem to kind of loosen things up a bit. And then just a little while ago, I said, well, I want to do another round because this one's hurting here. And I did it. And I don't know what the difference was between when I did it and when she did it, but I feel like somebody literally came up and hit me with a baseball bat. I am so sore from what I did. Maybe I should have let what she did kind of heal first or something, and then...
was it deep tissue? Like if you get those,
it was the equivalent of that, and very percussive, rapid, deep percussion stuff. Yeah. So I mean, yeah,
man, that's like Oak again. I bring up Oak. He went in Vegas. My God, that has all the elements of this story. Oak goes to Vegas, and
Oak
he
goes
told
to Vegas.
Me,
now there's a film.
Oak goes to Vegas. That is a film. The Hangover guys are going, oh, we don't even want to compete with that, because if Oak went to Vegas and we made a movie out of it. But anyway, Oak went to Vegas, and he was hungover to beat the band the next morning, but he was staying on the company dime at a really nice place. He would take these guys, like there'd be 5 or 6 customers, and he would take them a couple times a year to Vegas, wine them and dine them, get them drunk, get them lucky, whatever.
Right.
Because he was in charge of it. And he would spend like $400,000 or $500,000 in about 3 days, or $600,000 in like 4 days on the guys he would bring on behalf of the company. Which is just wild.
That's a different kind of a constitution.
Yes, right. I mean, but Oak, God gave him gifts. Well, that's all we can say. He can do this. He can handle this. And so anyway, he woke up one morning and he said, just the hangover was wicked. Ugh. And he thought, well, I can use all the pampering dollars I want him in this fancy place. And he goes down to the spa to get a massage, and per Oak mistakenly ordered the deep tissue. And here's why. I didn't know it, but see, you're already nodding.
I already know, yes.
All it did was release more poisons, and he was just like a poison bomb, because the deep tissue massage just released everything. No, you go to Waffle House, boys and girls. Take it from professionals like Bob and I. Hangover, grease. No massage at all.
Or you just get somebody to lightly rub your back with their fingernails.
Okay, fine.
That's allowed.
Fine. Yes, that's fine. But then that's a real nice one. That obviously I did. That's you're not ordering from the right side of the menu on that one. That one's expensive to have someone nicely fingernail thing. That's a good. That's
the qualifications. Anybody can do it. You just got to have fingernails. That's it. So that you don't even have to have a massage.
Fingernails. Also, if you don't have the fingernails, Waffle House doesn't suck. is all I'm saying.
All right, but you can
When
buy
you're
those nails
hungover-
at any dollar store. So
And a
I'm
Bloody
just saying
Mary.
there's a business opportunity for anybody who wants to put on these long nails and just lightly rub people's back.
See, now, if the woman or man, I don't know, at Oak's fancy resort there, if they would have had long fingernails, he might have had an option. He might not have chosen the deep tissue massage. He might have went with, the fingernail thing. But anyway, I remember that, and now I don't need that little nugget of wealth in life anymore because I don't drink. But
Right.
boy, that hurt. That hurt when he told the story. And it just hurt me. I'm going, because hangovers are bad enough. You mean there's an extra level that all you have to do is get a massage and it would be like a bad movie, like a torture. We'll give you, you're hungover. Okay, you're going to tell us where the bomb is or whatever,
I sure don't miss.
Massage.
I sure don't miss
Not
hangovers. That I can tell you for sure's.
Yeah, not only do you feel like crap too, but I'm zero motivation. All you want to do is just, suck your thumb and lay on the couch, man.
Or
You
drink
just don't wanna
more.
do crap.
Or drink more.
And did that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, hair of the dog. I went to the University of Hair of the Dog. Off.
University of Hair of the
Hair
Dog.
Of the dog. That was the mascot. The school mascot was a very hairy dog. And everyone, and you spring break, you drink more. It was nuts. That's the university I attended. But anyway, a lot of days. I was talking about that to someone the other day. They asked me, "What do you miss most?" And it was the most instant answer. I just said Bloody Marys. That's really all I ask about drinking is I just said Bloody Marys right away. And then it got me to thinking over the next couple of days. I don't necessarily think it was Bloody Marys. Bigger picture, day drinking. That was fun, boy. When you get drunk in the day, I just, woo! This was so cool. And then eventually, of course, that
was, I mean, especially.
It all turns into Suckville, but I'll tell you, when I first started that day drinking, man, that was fun. Like you said, if you're hungover, a bloody, 2 bloodies, then you start nursing beers the rest of the day.
Right. I mean, any weekend you came over, Sunday was going to be that. I mean, there was it wasn't like we woke up and got all tidied up and said, well, I guess we're going to go. No, it's just
church.
Let's do the Bloody Mary, and then we'll ease into a screwdriver. And then you and I go our separate ways.
Right.
Where you'll choose beer or whatever, and I'll choose a little of everything under the freaking sun.
Yeah, you would. You used more of the bar than I did.
It is crazy.
And if it was a travel day, I would only have 1 or 2. Better get on the road. And then when I get home, I have a few more drinks. But yes, you and I, we did not have the pop right up, let's go to the store and get vittles kind of a Sunday. We more or less just crawled out of bed and were happy.
I think we would, if that was a thing, we would have prepared for the vittles.
Oh yeah,
the victuals.
That would have been a Friday. Yes, that would have been a Friday or Saturday shopping spree where we prepared. You got to get
this is, and then you run into the big ideas on Friday, and then tomorrow we'll wake up, we'll make this big breakfast, and then that's the last thing we want to make that thing or whatever. But you would generally rally.
The eggs quieter. That's really loud. You're cracking those eggs really loud. Yeah, all that grandeur, and we'll smoke a cow. We'll throw it on the smoker for like 15. Oh yeah, man, that'll work. And then you barely can do a hot pocket.
Can I have a grilled cheese?
Yeah. My goodness. I forget, you forget, and the amount of money. I was talking to Sammy the other day, and she was just saying she's at that age, kids and husband, family, the whole thing, job,
yes.
and she's going to school too. She's going to school. And so just and she goes, I have to laugh that 10 years ago, I thought I had no time, Dad. And I really laughed when she said that because we've all been through that stage where you go, I don't know where we found the time, you and I, to just demolish our bodies for 30-hour, 40-hour, 50-hour stretch of time, 60 couple days. Sometimes we would do two nights, but usually just one. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It always depended on if somebody was out of town. If
Right.
I got the house to myself, then it was like Camp Doyle, right? Just you come over, we're just going to,
Right. We'll build a tent under the dining room table.
We're going to make a pyramid with beer cans.
Right. Right, we're gonna do a
and play toss and toss for hours in the pool.
Play toss and toss for hours and hours and hours. Yes, and laugh at the most stupid material. And
well,
then
we still do most of that stuff.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I believe that we would still play toss and toss. Were you out here, and I could get in the pool without turning into a.
Funny as it may seem, we still do the same thing.
Funny as it may seem, I can't let you go ahead in this vehicle. All right, what movie are we quoting, ladies and gentlemen? I know that Tracy.
I found it in my wall. You stole it. I thought you put it there. Why would I put it there? Kindness. Kindness.
You stole it. He stole it.
No, I didn't.
There you go.
All right, so somebody step up.
Yeah,
even
step
if it's on
up
the replay.
and your name too. Your name. Oh, look, Tracy likes Waffle House. Of course you do. You love Waffle House. My goodness.
Yeah, but
yes,
that's it. That was kind of a newer thing. I think within the past year or so, I think she did her first Waffle House like in Atlanta when we were dealing with my dad's stuff, and so they had they did the experience meeting like 2:00 in the morning and some crap with sketchy characters around. I'm pretty sure that's accurate. Meanwhile, I'm just sleeping in some bed somewhere.
My sister Pamela, did I tell you when I think it was when they came in for Sammy's wedding, and she had never been to a Waffle House, Pamela, and they said, "How do you want your eggs?" She ordered whatever it had eggs on them. I'll take this something number 3 or whatever. And they said, "How do you want your eggs?" And she said, "Poached." Which I.
Do they do
I
that?
don't think they.
Did they even?
No. Think about a Waffle House kitchen. I don't think there's a pot. I'm serious. That is a skillet griddle kind of place.
That's when you play the vinyl needle, poached. Do you do poached?
Yes.
That's when the record needle goes up, and everybody turns and looks.
Yeah. So how do you want your eggs? Poached, please. Did you say poached?
And then the people, and you hear all the silverware goes down.
Right. And the silverware goes down, and the courtroom walla dims. It goes down.
And you got a bunch of Coen brothers looking character faces looking at you weird like.
But anyway, I don't think he knew what poached meant either. I honestly don't believe that he even knew what poached was at Waffle House, which is wonderful.
You're gonna have to take
Speaking
some kind
of Waffle House, that week. What?
There's Mark, ladies and gentlemen. Mark Hour, ladies and gentlemen. He witnessed his fair share of the alcohol consumption that Rob and I were just discussing.
He's been a part of many lounges. He's been a lot of the iteration. We've had maybe 6 or so iteration lounge.
Oh yeah, I'd say for a while that he was like the third Beatle.
He was. He was the third Beatle.
Yeah.
Peter, Paul, and Mark.
Because of everybody, he got the vibe of the lounge. Because he's kind of a lounge guy anyway. So all the music we did was just his style. Polka dots and moonbeams is even a thing because of him.
Right.
So it's
last
week.
Sleep. What?
So last week I sent you and Mark something on Facebook where we had apparently an old group chat from like 2011. Did you see what was there before, or had you already removed it?
I don't know that I can recall what you're asking.
There was only one. So in the message that I sent you, there was a message above that from 2011, and it was me playing Polka Dots and Moonbeams on the uke as part of bathrobe sessions.
Okay, didn't do it, didn't see it, I didn't click it. Shame on me. I'm sure you sent it and I missed it.
Well, no, I mean I sent it in 2011, and I just saw it there when I went to go send this new thing. I was like, oh my God, I hope they don't think that I'm sharing this today because that's really random.
Oh, I see where you're going here. So you had something in a backlogged file from 12, 13 years ago?
Yes, to you and Mark. I had sent it to you and Mark. So it would have been like, right after I recorded that probably.
Oh, see, Mark saw it because he says he likes the decapitation version better. So
well, sure. Absolutely. Now that's the recording I want. I have no idea. 70 degrees here in Henderson.
61 degrees in Atlanta and 59 by the lake.
Yeah.
By the way, it was snowing at the lake today. It was
You're kidding. So there's the lake. We're checking in the still blurry cam. They still have not fixed that.
Wow. That reeks of Letterman. The still blurry cam bit reeks of Letterman. That's good. I like that, Bob. That's kudos. That's
Thank you very
much. I'm not giving you crap. Go back to the still blurry cam. Now that's good. We're going down to Hello Delhi. It's like one of those bits.
Right.
Let's go back to
Still blurry cam. Yeah, I was so bummed because I thought, okay, because you could see it there was still a little bit of light out right as we were starting the show, and I thought, no one's fixed this. I mean, they should just pay us a little bit to monitor the cam and let them.
The Abbey cam's been down for 5-6 months, and I'm thinking it's a switch or a click of a mouse or whatever.
I mean, are we truly the only ones who ever watched it?
Apparently,
like nobody else cares enough to say, "Hey, man, your
or everyone's doing what we're doing." No, my guess is everyone's doing what we're doing. Are we?
Somebody's got to call them. Why isn't someone calling them?
Someone doing something. That's right. Just like we're doing, and everyone's doing the same crap. Why isn't that getting fixed? But yeah, it is still. But now, just like Peter Borgeli not paying me the $20. There's a whole bit. The still blurry cam is a bit now. We're going to get more mileage out of that.
It would be so great if we had hours of the show where we could call those people live as part of the show and say,
I would love that. Let's go to the phone, shall we? I would love to do that.
This is Rob Scott. You probably have heard of me. There's probably a do not let him enter on your.
Well, that would be
a picture of my driver's license when I was 16. Yeah, all right. Get those demons out.
That was a sneeze. I could have hit the sneeze button, but I chose not to. Yes, that they would say, "Hi."
See, mine only comes with a cough button. I don't have a sneeze button, so every time I sneeze, it's just out there.
That I didn't hit the sneeze button, but anyway, getting back to that, yes, that would be fun if we could call them. I would enjoy the hell out of that.
That would be, and then wait while they go fix it. Okay, that's it.
Right.
Thank you. And that would have been that's like public service. And then they should put the clip. They should put that clip on their website under the webcam. Our thanks to the Lounge Show, with a link.
Right.
And then it's Easy Street.
I'm telling you, it's a bit now. It's a real look, still blurry.
Oh, look, and then
maybe
why are my names? The names are popping up now.
I don't know, but that's okay. The still blurry cam is a good bit. I like that. Let's go to Hello Deli.
Well, I can't wait till it's the no longer blurry cam. That'll be very exciting.
Well, yeah, and it's that time. I mean, they're starting to put in piers and everything else, and then it wasn't like 3 feet of snow as you could see at the still blurry cam. I mean, but it was little flurries. I'm going. It's 31 degrees and flurries in the end of April.
It's beautiful here now. Now is the perfect time for me here because it's like it's a low 80s during the day, maybe up to 85. Yeah. Nice cool nights. It's the best Vegas there is. But
the best Vegas there is.
Well, and Tracy likes it like at least 15 degrees warmer. I mean, she really likes the hot weather, and so she's getting ready to thrive, and I'm getting ready to hide.
Yeah, I don't. Processed air is not my jam. But whatever. I don't know how people lived in these climates before air conditioning. I have no idea how they did that. And they wore wool a lot, as I recall. It's wool and hot. They must have been so angry all the time, just grumpy.
Just thinking about wearing wool right now is so uncomfortable, like a wool sweater or something.
A wool sweater, right?
And
in
sweaty.
The Civil War, they were.
Imagine being in Atlanta. It's 96 degrees and humid, and for whatever reason, you're wearing a wool sweater and you're going to a meeting or something.
You're going
why did I make this choice? It's like a bad dream, like with school in your underwear or whatever. Why did I wear this wool sweater?
Oh, I can't believe it. All right, I do already. Say I do. Let's go. Free beer.
Say man and wife. Say man and wife.
That's right. What is that? Princess Bride.
Oh, right? I was gonna say that would hurt if that one really.
But I got it. I got it. We don't have. I got it. It just took a second.
Yeah.
Comforting. I got a guy at work who will do that. Randy will do that with me. I'll just pass by and he'll go, "Have fun storming the castle." And I go, "That's so great that someone does the bits from that movie."
Yeah, we do storming the castle around here. I mean, well, I do. Tracy's not that much of a bit, a movie line bit person.
Buttons on your underwear. Your kids pick up on that.
Well, she says sew buttons on ice cream. So that's what she brought in. And I learned, of course, to sew buttons on your underwear from you. So,
right, or so be a tailor. So be a tailor.
Oh, that's another.
Oh, wow, boys and girls, did you see how long it took? Did you watch his face? I wasn't going to give him a clue at all.
And with those words, I am the hell out of here. I had enough of this foolishness. Thanks for nothing. They never paid me.
You've been watching The Lounge Show with Rob Scott and Bob Doyle. Join us every Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and tell your friends and family to do the same. After all, we'd do it for you if you had a show. Probably.